Hey guys, and welcome to my channel, Time's But a Window. Now today we're going to be reviewing a match that s1mple recently played. As you guys know, I will occasionally do reviews of pro demos when someone does exceptionally well. And in this game, he definitely did exceptionally well. But what do you expect from s1mple? He's quite possibly the most consistent pro out there. Now let's get right into it, and we can see that he goes the opposite way of his teammates and tries to get a pick over here by Fountain. This causes the CT to fall back into the site and allows him and his teammates to get an aggressive position for an A take. They creep up until spotted, and then as soon as they're spotted, they execute. Another thing of note is that they do buy up a P250 for s1mple and allow him to armor up. On the next round, they clear out Bathroom, Fountain, and Long as they prepare for an A take. On both this round and on the pistol round, they allow s1mple to go in first and execute based off of what he sees and comes in contact with. Now as you can see, s1mple is hunting that final kill to make sure he doesn't save anything, but to be completely honest, this death was probably not intentional. Now because of the scout and the light buy last round, Heroic has to save once again. Na'Vi pretty much executes the same way. Okay, now things are going to get real, as the other team should be able to afford. As you can see, s1mple and his teammates are clearing outside when one of them gets picked off. After that pick, the CT falls back into sight, and the terrorists decide to go for the same execute that they did on the prior rounds. Sadly, this time, because of the bomb being dropped in a pretty difficult location, it doesn't pay off. Now they decide to change things up. After their initial clear, which is the same as every other round, they decide to send 3 guys over towards Long for a stack. This allows s1mple to get an easy pick over by truck and allows them to push up into sight. On the next round, they do a pretty similar take from the second and third round, with the exception that 2 guys are actually making their way over towards the B site. Now, I imagine the idea for this is because it is so similar, the other team would say, hey, it looks like they're going to be executing that A take again. As you can see, while s1mple did see a stack over here towards the truck, his teammate's already in the B site, so they know it's clear. And obviously, no need to fight the other team if you absolutely don't have to. Now this next round is very different. They send s1mple solo over here towards Playground. He smokes off this molly and his teammate goes through a connector. Meanwhile, his other 3 teammates go towards the B site. He eventually rotates back and flashes out for his teammates as they try to execute on the site. So now they're in a 3-on-2 situation, and even though 2 of his teammates don't have much health, of course they're going to still go for it. For those newer players out there, keep an eye on his positioning. Notice how he stays close to that right wall and keeps himself from being too exposed. I mean, he still dies, but he gave himself the best possible chance. Now, him dying might actually be the absolute worst thing that could have happened, because he was the only one that had quite a bit of health, and in this situation, the other guy has far more health than both of them combined. On this next round, they set up for a B take, but it looks like the CTs decide to go for an incredibly aggressive play. And I really do like this aggression because it really limits the terrorist options, because the CTs have control of connectors so they can quickly rotate back over to A if they need to, or they can force them to commit to the B site. Okay, so now s1mple's going to push aggressive and try to get heaven control. This gives them one less area to worry about, but also leaves the rest of the site exposed. Yeah, incredible spam shot through the smoke saved their ass right there. But it's simple, so what else do you expect, right? Alright, here he goes back to trying to get playground control. Once he gets it, the CTs fall back into sight and play more passively. Meanwhile, they go back to a B execute. About 15 seconds remaining, and they don't have full sight control, so they're going to save their guns. S1MPLE goes back to trying to get playground control, but doesn't check his long push. Now this is mainly because he hears someone fire from over towards bathrooms and it averts his attention. After that, they try to adapt by having Zeus solo push into B, but once he's picked, they have to commit to the A site. Bomb planted, 3 versus 1, Flamey's got a Galil and very low HP, so he's just going to try to save his gun. Alright, so let's see some 1Ds. Well, so much for that idea. Honestly though, what did you expect on a round like this? It is basically just a save round with a Galil. And while they weren't able to win that round, they were able to trade that Galil for an AUG. On this round they do a hard playground take, pushing back the CTs as hard as they can and smoking them off. His teammates run into 3 CTs over at long, and they're able to trade out pretty well. Meanwhile, S1MPLE watches the flank as his teammate tries to take the point towards the site. Alright, now his teammate has gotten a pick, and he's gotten a pick. While he does have the bomb, he's going to continue to watch flank, which I guess is a great idea, because the guy does flank and he's able to take him down. Honestly, I don't know about you guys, but knowing that I had the bomb with 33 seconds left on the clock, I just wouldn't expect this CT to flank at that exact moment. But then again, that's one of the reasons he's S1MPLE and I'm not. On this next round, they mostly buy up, and it looks like they're kind of trying to control playground, the mid connector, and they're sending S1MPLE over here to get the B picks. Keeping someone in connector controlling the rotations is really important to keep S1MPLE from getting flanked here. And of course, S1MPLE just decides to turn them on and become amazing. Now, even though he knows the last CT is pushed up towards bathroom, he decides to play this more aggressively, watching the long haul. Did he even see him in that smoke? Well, you know what they say, that's S1MPLE doing S1MPLE things. I bet after a round like that, his adrenaline is pumping and he's gonna be on fire. Look at that crosshair positioning. I love how he just predicted that guy's just going to jump out there. And not only that, he was able to react to that shot, and that is a pretty high degree of difficulty. But it doesn't matter how skilled you are, in a game like CSGO, positioning reigns supreme. Here you can see that S1MPLE tries to take playground, but the CT can see him through the crack and just spams him through the wood. The terrorists then try to go for a strong A take, but are not able to pull it off. Now the pistol round foreshadows the rest of the game, as the CTs have a bit of a difficult time holding that B site. Alright guys, who's ready for a 1D? Well, maybe not one from S1MPLE, but... Now, something that I think is absolutely batshit crazy, but this team is not afraid to do, is have S1MPLE buy an AWP while everyone else can only afford pistols. I don't know if this is actually a call by the team leader, or freaking S1MPLE just goes, you know what, guys, I'm gonna take over here. So since they spotted out S1MPLE at one side, do you guys know what they're gonna do? Is it A, push S1MPLE, B, go to the opposite side of S1MPLE, or C, save their gun? If you chose B, you are correct. They chose to go to the opposite site, and S1MPLE figured this out too and decided to make his way over there. It looks like him force buying an AWP while everyone else was on save paid off again. Here you can see Heroic is actually set up for a B take, but part of me just wonders if they send someone over towards A just to scout out where S1MPLE is before taking it. Yep, Simple's at the A site. Go, go, go! And another round for Na'Vi. On the next round, they play a little bit more standard, with Simple getting some information and then falling back. Well, you don't see that often. He just missed a bunch of AWP shots and then one-taps someone with the USP. The funny thing is, it's like he lacks confidence with the AWP all of a sudden and decides to go for this final kill with the USP instead of just using his AWP and getting the easy shot. Luckily, his teammate is close by and cleans it up. On the next round, they play Simple Solo A, and they have 4 guys stacked at the B site, but are not able to hold it. After a round like this, I can imagine he can be feeling quite frustrated with his teammates. On the next round, he makes his way over towards Heaven and gets boosted up so he can watch Connector, but they take the A site. So him and a couple of his teammates decide to save their guns. Once again, they go into their 2A and 3B setup, and once again, it does not hold. Luckily, Simple was able to save his gun, but his teammates are on full save, so they're going to try to post up a guy at long and see if Simple can get a pick. Well, that sucks for his teammate, but the terrorists did spot out his gun and decided to make their way back over to the B site. Very well played. Not only did he survive, he was able to save that AWP. Okay, so obviously that B site is having problems. Let's see if they're able to do anything to strengthen it. Honestly, that was just a really well-timed nade stack. And it looks like it's time for Simple to buy another AWP while his teammates are on a save round. But of course, the other team decides to take the A site while he plays the B site. Here is some actual in-game audio from Heroic.
Oh my god, guys, he's over at the A site! Fall back! Wait a second, I think he's gone. Let's go back to the A site!
Obviously, I had to increase the pitch for copyright reasons. Pretty tense moment here. They find themselves in a 2v2 situation, 1 round down with only a few rounds to go. So since Simple's teammate has such low health, they actually switch guns, which is a really smart play. And it looks like Simple buying an AWP when his teammates have to save pays off again. Keep in mind that their B site has definitely been a weak point this game, so Simple decides to play it once again. They actually have a 4-man stack over here. And here comes the execute. And yes, even though Simple was killed in the process, stacking that site with Simple does seem to be successful for them. On the next round, Simple takes a gamble and goes back over to playing the A site. After all, he was just at the B site, so they should probably expect him to be playing there again, right? Nope, they take the B site once again. Sadly, his teammate goes down, leaving him in a 1v1 situation, but he does have good positioning, and we've seen him hit a guy right through a smoke, so I have no doubts he can win this. You know what, I think we're going to need a ruling. Let's zoom in on that and see if he was actually on target there. I think he actually did hit his sleeve, but because the hitboxes are a little bit smaller than the actual model, it did not count as a hit. Sadly, I believe that round just decided the outcome of this game. On the next round, they stack the B site, and he plays posted up on long A. Of course, they take the B site, and he has to rotate over. Since his team's economy would be in trouble if he went for it and lost his gun, him and his teammate decide to save their guns. Alright, now they have one more chance at this. They can tie it up and take it to overtime. Now the good news is he has a great chance at this because as you can see, they are actually sending people over towards the A site. And as you can see, with that he goes down and it's up to his teammates. Sadly, they couldn't afford the greatest of guns, so it doesn't turn out great for them. And that's it for this match. Good game to both teams. What I think is most amazing is how consistent S1MPLE is able to be at this level. Keep in mind, at this level, people are not only trying to outshoot you, but they're trying to nullify you so that you have no chance to shoot them. And still, with everything being thrown at him, he still finds a way to get his kills. Anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and as always, have a great day.